Mark here. So I showed, I guess it was a couple weeks ago, my entire 45 or 7-inch 30 vinyl collection, and I've gone through my entire Madonna collection. I've gone through my entire Lady Gaga vinyl. What the hell did I do with Lady Gaga? Yeah, I did Lady Gaga vinyl collection. I did my picture disc collection. So now I'm going to do my cassettes. This is my entire cassette collection, and this is going to be a long one, just like the 7-inch. This is going to be a long one, so the people who like to watch my videos for 3 minutes, we might get you through to the C's. So let me get started there, and we'll start out with one of Al Jurgensen from Ministry Side Projects. This is 1000 Homo DJs, and this has a cover of Supernaut on it. Actually, that's the name of the cassette. So anyway, there's start out with that one, and then what do we have next? We have 1000 Maniacs Blind Man Zoo, Paula Abdul. This is Forever Your Girl. I'm going to try to keep them stacked nicely over there, and if you hear a crash come from over there, that means two things. I'm going to be pissed off, and I'm just going to be grabbing them randomly off the floor because they would have all fallen down, and I hope I don't do that. Okay, this is Paula Abdul's Spellbound. Next one up. And then we have Air Supply's Greatest Hits. The Association Greatest Hits. That nicely over there. Rick Astley, Free. Boom, boom, boom. And we have here Bastia, London, Warsaw, New York. Bastia. Let It Be by the Beatles. Capitol Records. And let's see. ESP by the Bee Gees, Disco. Actually, I don't know if this one's disco. I don't know. I haven't listened to the Bee Gees in a long time. I don't think I even ever listened to this. Yard Sale Find. Okay, all right. George Benson, Summertime in Concert. George Benson in Concert. 4 songs. Side 1, Summertime. Octane. Side 2, Take 5 and Gone. Summertime by George Benson. Next one, soundtrack to Better Off Dead. If I had the CD, I would have been real happy because that thing's worth $1,000 or so. I didn't make too many of them, but I got the set, and I probably got this back when 85, maybe when it came out, because I think there was some E.G. Daily stuff on here, and I liked her stuff. So anyway, that's Better Off Dead. Bread, the best, The Sound of Bread. Not one of my favorite bands by any stretch of the imagination, but I picked this up. Most of these were at a yard sale, or at yard sales, plural. All right, next up, I almost knocked it over. Okay, Breathe, and all that jazz. Breathe. That nicely there. Let's see, the Byrds' Greatest Hits. For some reason, that was in the bedroom, and I was able to fish that out before making this video. Nina Cherry, Buffalo Stance. That's got a little cardboard sleeve there, so it doesn't have the typical plastic case. Okay, Coil is Snow EP. That was one that I kept when I sold off all of my other ones. This one I bought when I was a youngin'. When Harry Met Sally, motion picture, Harry Connick Jr., soundtrack. Put that here, and I'm going to adjust these because they're going to fall over. And they almost fell over when I adjusted. Okay, Jim Croce, I Got a Name. Anyway, Jim Croce. Okay, next up, Deep Forest, Boheme. All right, Dire Straits, On Every Street. Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. Dramarama Live at the China Club. Earth, Wind, and Fire Touch the World. All over the place in genres, just like everything else. Earth, Wind, and Fire, the best of. Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever. Obviously bought that new because it's not that old of an album. Alright, what do we have next? Extreme 2, Pornograffiti. Samantha Fox. Samantha Fox, Touch Me. Glad, Who Do You Love? Godflesh, Slave State. I don't know if that was one of mine that I bought when I was younger either, but anyway, I have it. Okay, George Harrison. Then we have Heart, Bad Animals. Let's see, Don Henley, Building the Perfect Beast. Elton John, The Very Best Of. When did I have this one? Yellow Brick Road. Okay, anyway. Not a huge Elton John fan, but I do like some of his stuff. Alright, Eric Johnson, Tones. What's up next? Aqualung, Jethro Tull. Next up, Kiss, Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits. KMFDM, What Do You Know, Deutschland? And this is actually one of my original ones from when I was younger. Same with this one, Angst by KMFDM. Naive by KMFDM, and then Naive Hell to Go. They stopped making this one because of copyright violations, and so they put this one out. So with a few changes, you have Naive and Naive Hell to Go. And UAIOE, again, KMFDM. Now we're at the end of KMFDM, and I keep bumping into those. And then I got two Chromaticas, Lady Gaga, Urban Outfitters, Sealed Open, Made in the USA, Urban Outfitters. So two Chromaticas. And let's see, I'm going to pull this over here. Okay, Jerry Lee Lewis, I'm on Fire. And Jerry Lee Lewis, right on top of Lady Gaga. John Lennon and Yoko Ono, Double Fantasy. And now we're into the Madonna. So we got two Like a Prayers. I don't have nearly as many Madonna cassettes as I do of her CDs or records. Okay, Rescue Me by Madonna, single. Let's see, Bedtime Story, Madonna, single. I'll Remember, Theme from With Honors, single. Human Nature, single. Put those here. And then we have Express Yourself, Madonna, single. Bad Girl, Madonna, single. Madonna, Rain, single. All right, what do we have next here? Paul McCartney, Off the Ground. And then we have Pat Metheny Group, Imaginary Day. Another Pat Metheny Group. We Live Here, Pat Metheny Group. Ministry with Sympathy. Missing Persons, Rhyme and Reason. This is one I got when I was a young one. Rhyme and Reason, Missing Persons. Expanded Dynamic Range. Okay. Mr. Welcome to the Real World. And Joni Mitchell. Let's see, this is Chalk Mark in a Rainstorm. Joni Mitchell. Let's see, what do we have? The Moody Blues on the Threshold of a Dream. That's that one. Here's another Moody Blues. This is A Night at the Rocks with the Colorado Symphony Orchestra. Okay, so that's a Moody Blues. There's another Moody Blues here. And this is the Moody Blues. The Moody Blues. Oh, got two of those. Oh, see, hey, look, they're different. See, white, black. Let me see if there's any different in the cassettes. Except for the fact that the print on one is a little bit darker. Other than that, they're the same. Alright, what do we got next? Mozart's piano quartets numbers 1 and 2. Horszowinski Budapest String Quartet. Classical music. Alright, here's another one from my youth. Mussolini Head Kick, Blood on the Flag. And it wants to separate there. Alright, what do we got next? Okay, so we're going out of order. Oh, we started to almost. Okay, so the Best of the New Riders of the Purple Sage. Another one from my youth, Belief, Nitzareb. Another one from my youth, Pigface, Fook. Another Pigface. Welcome to Mexico, A-Hole. This actually doesn't, it's not A-Hole, but I'm trying to keep it clean. Pitch Shifter, Submit. Another one from my youth. Pretty Reckless. Got a couple of them. This is, why do I always forget Death by Rock and Roll? Always just, when I'm in front of the camera, it just draw a blank. Anyway, Death by Rock and Roll. Taylor Momsen and Pretty Reckless. That's obviously not from my youth. Raina, R-A-A-N-A, Raina, Sweet 10. I probably never 703, so that's Virginia. So this might be one of those local bands. I don't know. I probably just picked it up because I never heard of it and probably never played it either. Okay, Lou Reed, Magic and Loss. Digilog. Haven't knocked anything over yet. Guts by Olivia Rodrigo, made in the UK. And another one from my youth. I'm going to drag this over here. Severed Heads, Rotund for Success. You can see what I was listening to. Yes, you can guess. When I was younger, another Severed Heads. Dead Eyes Opened. And these are the ones that I kept because I got rid of over 100 of them when I started really just focusing on CDs. Paul Simon, The Rhythm of the Saints. Britney Spears, In the Zone. Urban Outfitters, Unopened. So I got a Britney here. Cheer Me On. A Split Second. Another one from my youth. The Wax Tracks, which I'm pretty sure all the KMFDMs were on too, and probably, no, I think it doesn't really matter at this point. I'm not going back. Bruce Springsteen, Tunnel of Love. Squeeze, this is one that I kept from my youth. Argy Bargy. So I got me some Argy Bargy. Cool for Cats by Squeeze. Cat Stevens. Let's see. What does that say? Is It So? Is It So C60? Magical Tape. I don't know what the hell Magical Tape is. Sonny's Tape Gallery. Oh, look at this. It's somebody's own recording. Let's toss that out there. That's obviously something I did not notice. Well, here we got another Cat Stevens. This looks like a... Let's see. Cat Stevens. That one's an original. That's not... Footsteps in the Dark, Greatest Hits Volume 2. So we got a Cat Stevens here. I'm going to keep the other Cat Stevens out of the whole bunch. I'll probably just use the case and throw the rest of it out. Okay, so here now we got Styx, Edge of the Century, and Chrome. Next we have Taylor Swift's Speak Now, Taylor's version. Obviously not from my youth. And we got a couple of Fearless, Taylor's version, Taylor Swift, Fearless. Again, obviously not from my youth. 1989, Taylor Swift, made in the UK. Tears for Fears, Songs from a Big Chair, great album. Have it cassette, CD, and vinyl. Yeah, probably have a lot of those in the same way. Okay, so here we got Tiffany. What was the one that she did when she was really popular in the 80s? No, wasn't I saying? It doesn't really matter. Okay, Tones on Tail. Tones on Tail. That was post Bauhaus, pre-Love and Rockets. Let's see, Toto 4. And Pete Townsend, Who Came First. Another Pete Townsend. Here's Scoop. Let's see, UB40. Let's see, Jeffrey Morgan. Jeffrey Morgan, UB40. Van Halen, The Best of Volume 1. And I do not have Best of Van Halen Volume 2, but I do have Volume 1 on cassette. Let's see, Van Morrison, Enlightenment. I haven't knocked anything over yet. Now I'm to the last stack, so that's good. I'll pull that over here too. Okay, so we got Velvet Elvis. We have Barry White. The Icon Is Love. Next we have Wendy O. Williams, F and Roll. This was a fan club special when I was a youngin' and I joined the fan club, which is where the poster, if you saw the music room tour. So anyway, that's just three songs, F and Roll, Ain't None of Your Business, and Bump and Grind. So got that one. And then I got Commander of Chaos, Wendy Williams. Then we have Yes Songs, Digilog. Alright, what do we got here? The Splendor of Brass. Gold Rush 79, Volume 1. It's just a bunch of songs from 1979. Blondie's Heart of Glass, Jack and Jill Radio, Right Down the Line, Jerry Rafferty, Every Time. Anyway, this okay, a bunch of songs. Okay, Billboard's Top Hits, 1988. Billboard's Top Hits, 1987. Oh, I'm putting them in the wrong place. Yeah, that's fine. All right, let's see. 1981, Billboard's Top Hits. Missed a few years. 1979, Billboard's Top Hits. 1978, Billboard's Top Hits. Oop. 1975, Billboard's Top Hits. 1970, Billboard's Top Hits. You can see somebody was getting rid of all their Billboard top hits, and I hit their yard sale. 1966, 1963, and well, 1989 should have been the first one, but anyway, okay, so that. And then one last one, I use this one as my tester, so if I go to a thrift store someplace and I find a cassette deck and I want to try it out, I want to make sure it doesn't eat any of my good tapes, so I put this in Simon & Schuster's Audio About Face. So that's my test cassette, and that ends my cassette collection as of right now. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, all that other stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks. Bye.